All right, so it's that time of year. You may have just got a Switch 2, or you may be somebody who's had a Switch 2 for about 5 to 6 months now. You may think you know everything there is to know about this thing. Every setting that you should be changing, you've already done it. But I'm here to tell you there's at least one on this list that you don't know about. It's probably gonna be the last one on this list. I've got 5 tips and tricks for the Nintendo Switch 2 you need to know about. You need to be changing these things. The last one, I literally just found out. That's honestly the reason I'm making this video, because it is that cool. I wanna tell you all 5, but first I have to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Savage Raven. They make the grip case. This is the case I've been using on my Nintendo Switch since it came in the mail. You can also get it in black if you don't like the blue and red, but that's actually not what I'm gonna tell you about today. They just put out a new grip. It is a 3-piece grip. That means you can take the Joy-Cons off, the grip stays on it. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I can't wait till mine gets here. It's on the way, but you can get yours right now on sale over on their website right now. It is up for pre-order, and if you use code DRIPMedia at checkout, you're gonna get 10% off your order, and it's on sale. This is the best time to buy this thing. I can't wait for mine to get here, but make sure you check out all their other stuff they have on their site when you're over there. If you're looking for more than a grip, they probably have it. They have a dock coming out. They got slim cases. They got just about everything you need for just about any handheld out there. So check out the website. The link is gonna be down below and in the pinned comment. Thank you so much to Savage Raven for sponsoring this video. All right, the first one is gonna be kind of easy, but this is gonna make your life a lot easier for somebody who likes to send screenshots from your Switch to your phone, put them on social media, whatever you want to do. With the old Switch, and actually with this one too, unless you change the setting, you have to go into your album, click this, press A, then upload to smart device, and then there's a whole thing that you had to do before, but now it is connected to the Nintendo Switch app. It used to be a QR code that you had to scan back and forth. Way too much. It's connected to the app. But if you don't want to deal with any of that and you just want them to go to the app, you can go back here, the little wheel here, click the wheel, and then you go down 1 to automatic uploads here. Now, if you put that on every time you take a screenshot, so we got Mario Kart World up here. I'm gonna get into the app. You can see we take a screenshot right there, and then pull down here, and there it is. Then you can just go ahead and save it right to your phone right there, or you can share it anywhere you wanna share it. Makes it much easier to get these screenshots out of your Switch and onto your phone. Really happy they did that. All right, the second one here, we're gonna talk about button mapping. Now, you know on the Switch you can do button mapping. You go into the settings, you go down here to accessibility, you're gonna see right at the top right there, button mapping. Now, that's not exactly what I'm telling you about here. You can do the button mapping just like this. You're gonna be able to pick which Joy-Con, you know, move the buttons around, do whatever you wanna do, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about making this way easier to get to. You want to come down here to this right here. It says button mapping in quick settings. You want to turn that on. Now, instead of having to go all the way into the menu, you're going to be able to just hold the home button right here, go all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see the button mapping right there. So you don't have to go into the menu to do that anymore. It's right there at your fingertips. If you're somebody who's changing buttons around a lot, that's gonna make it way quicker for you to do. All right, the next one's something I turned on as soon as I got my Switch because it's annoying. If your Switch is asleep, and you press the button to turn it on, you come to this screen, and usually you have to 1, 2, 3, click it 3 times, then it'll open. You can turn that off so you don't have to do that. It's annoying. I don't even see the need for it. Go into settings, go all the way down to system. You're gonna see right here, manually unlock screen after sleep mode. Turn that off. You don't need that on. Then you're gonna go back out of here, we'll put the Switch back to sleep. Now you can see when you turn it on, you don't have to hit the button 3 times anymore. 1 time and you're in. If that annoys you, very easy to turn off. Make sure you get that turned off. Now this one is a little bit different, but kind of in the same realm. It's gonna do the opposite though. If you want to put a lock on your Switch, you can actually do that on the Nintendo Switch 2 now. If you've got other people using your Switch, or maybe some other people you don't want to be using your Switch, you can go into the menu here. You're gonna go back down to the same place, to system, all the way down. Then you're gonna scroll down here and you're gonna see system lock. So you're gonna flip that on and it's gonna give you this. You press OK. It's gonna pop this screen up right here. You can put a 4 to 8 digit password on your Switch. If you're the only one that knows it, you're the only one that's gonna be able to get into your Switch. So if your kids are trying to steal your Switch at night, and stay up all night playing Donkey Kong, or maybe you've got a roommate stealing your Switch and playing, you can keep them out of there. with a passcode. I'm not gonna put one on mine right now, but it's easy to do. Just make sure you don't forget your password. All right, this next one is for my older crowd. You know who you are, the ones with the bad eyes, the ones who have to pull their screen away like this, or maybe put it up a little bit closer just to see what's going on. The Switch actually has a zoom feature, so you can look at things a little bit closer. And I will admit it does come in handy if you need to see something that's far away in a game, or maybe it's really small and far away. You just don't wanna move in the game. You have to stay where you're at. You wanna see what it is. It helps a little bit, especially on the Switch 2, where the image is a higher quality. So what you're gonna wanna do is go in the settings. You're gonna come all the way down here to accessibility, scroll down. You're gonna see zoom. Now I already have it clicked on there. So what that makes you be able to do is double press the home button, and then it zooms. And then as you can see here, if you need to go in a little bit closer, you can hit X, hold that down. It will zoom way in. If you wanna go back out, it's Y, double press home to go back. That is a nice feature that you can actually use in several different circumstances. But if you're somebody who really has trouble seeing and you need that text size to be bigger, you can come right here, same menu, hit text size. Standard is what it comes on. You can go to maximum. Let me just show you the difference in standard to maximum. It is a big difference. Yeah, if you can't see that, you should probably just put your Switch down. All right, now this last one, I had no idea that the Nintendo Switch 2 could do this. Maybe some of you did. If you already knew this, let me know down in the comments. But let's say you're out with your Switch, your phone is about to die. Now we know the Nintendo Switch 2 has some USB-C ports. We've got one on the bottom that docks and charges, one on the top that charges. But not only does it charge, you can plug into this, and as you see here, I can plug my phone in and charge it from the Switch. Watch here. There it is, it's charging. You can see right there. I had no idea this was a thing, and it also works from the bottom as well. You can unplug from the top there, plug it into the bottom. As you can see here, it'll start charging again. There it is. This thing is also a power bank. So if you're in a pinch and you got a full Switch battery, your phone's about to die, you're gonna need your phone, and the only way to keep that phone on is to take some of your precious Switch 2 battery. At least you have that option. Now, I know there are a bunch of other little tips and tricks that you can use with the Nintendo Switch 2 to help your life be a little bit easier. Leave some of those in the comments below. I'll probably end up making another video like this. And if you leave a good one, I'll put it in the next video. But that is gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much to Savage Raven for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out the website in the pinned comment. Check out their new grip. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.